Today on EA Sports. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Gunners taking on the Memphis Hounds.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Memphis Hounds and the Houston Gunners. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no...
And we are underway from Houston. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another gear. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw. Caps escaping the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Caps. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Looking to throw. Caps. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Temple. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 4th down, Caps.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitfield. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Off play action. Whitfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Being chased out left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Conley's got it over the middle. Back to throw. Caps. Forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A jet sweep to start the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Whitfield looking middle, and that's complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Right back to him on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Whitfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 2nd down, Colvin.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Caps. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Caps over the middle, complete. That's Freeman.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this is incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Caps.
Quick throw to Freeman on the slant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Caps finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, Colvin. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Up the middle they go. Colvin. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Caps. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. To throw on 3rd down, Whitfield. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Caps.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Caps. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Caps. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun, Whitfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Whitfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw on 2nd down, Whitfield.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. Whitfield, he finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Whitfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Hounds are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start in the black and blue division. Chicago hosting Minnesota at Soldier Field. And it's the Bears who have the lead. The Bears looking to get to 1-0, and they've got the lead in front of their home faithful. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Cowboys. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Whitfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 1st and 10, Caps. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Caps.
Back-to-back completions here to Freeman.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, Caps. Caught here by Conley.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On 2nd down now, Temple. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. From the gun on 3rd down, Caps.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They come up short here on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. On third down, Whitfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And now out comes Houston.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Caps. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Colvin. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. On second down, Temple. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd and 2. Caps, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Houston. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, Whitfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw. Whitfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Whitfield.
And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Hands it off out of the gun.
And room there to work second inside the 25. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Houston set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Temple, good move at the 30. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On third down, Colvin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Caps.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Caps throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Colvin.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Off the play fake. Caps. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, Colvin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Looking to throw. Caps. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Gunners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Throwing to start the drive. Whitfield. And this is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw. Whitfield.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one,
They just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. Caps. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, Colvin. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Whitfield, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Whitfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Whitfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Throwing on 1st down. Whitfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On second down, Colvin. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
To throw on third down. Caps. And he'll just get rid of it.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 21-13. At time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Memphis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.